The story started from Kenya, where suddenly a helicopter crashed, causing a stampede, and meanwhile an army team was evacuating people from there and searching for the attacker, but then two of their comrades suddenly disappeared in the smoke. Seeing this, the whole team started firing indiscriminately, but as soon as the leader turned back, there was a sudden explosion and he too became unconscious. After some time, when he opened his eyes, he did not even remember his name, and also there was a wound on his hand. There was also an injury mark. It was in a police station which was completely destroyed, and after some time, when he removed a brick from the wall and looked outside, he got very scared seeing the devastation all around him. Cars started asking for help, but then a female prisoner in the next room asked him to keep quiet because his action could put both of their lives in danger. The name of that woman was Nadia, who worked as a French doctor. Nadia used to tell him that the whole world is like a machine. After killing the prisoner he had brought with him, he remembered that there was a special reward for capturing the Americans. The American boy knew their language and hence he wanted to understand with them, but they attacked him without listening to him. And while fighting with their group leader, both of them fell down from the window. Here the remaining two goons moved forward to catch Nadia, but somehow she caught hold of their gun and stuck it to the wall, but then Nadia tried to stick it to the wall, then she came out and killed him, and on the coastal means he destroyed his lust with a Vasiki gun. On the other hand, the American also took a gun and killed the leader of the goons, but then another man came to attack him with an electrical device. He moved forward, but as soon as the American caught hold of the device, instead of getting electrocuted, he got electrocuted. The other man got hit. Before he could recognize his powers, his eyes fell on some robots which were very big and everyone was running here and there. To save his life, the American hid in another car, but still that robot saw him from a distance. He scanned it and went away without saying anything. After this, the American went back to look for Nadia, who after seeing Bo Shab on his t-shirt, gave him the new name. After this, he took the weapons of both the goons and left from there. Gayebo wanted to go to the US Army base, but Nadia believed that it would be of no use because everyone there would be dead by now and there is a lot of danger in roaming freely on the roads. But those two are people who sit quietly. I was not there. So in the end, Nadia also had to agree to support him. After this, both of them picked up a car and left for their destination. She often had flashes of old memories in front of her eyes, but she could not remember anything properly. At the same time, a bullet was fired at him from somewhere and his car went straight and hit him. As soon as he got out of the car, he understood that he had been played by the Kenyan soldiers. Nadia tried to calm him down by telling him about herself, but Bo became very angry. The soldier became very angry after seeing the tattoo. According to him, both of them were part of a group named Dish. As soon as he got distracted, he snatched the gun from the soldier and shot some soldiers and then asked about his tattoo, on which the soldier replied that there is a radar system of the US Army near the border. All the people had similar tattoos on their bodies and everyone believed that the Dish was involved in calling these strange robots to the earth. Then another soldier tried to attack Bo, but Bo easily saved herself and shot him down. But before shooting him, some old memories increased her attention. After this, both of them went to the vehicle of the same Kenyan soldiers. Go back towards the radar station and go ahead. They saw that there were electric wires spread all over the city, but now they could not turn back because a robot was chasing them. And after a few seconds, the robot attacked them. To escape from it, Nadia drove the car towards the electric wires, but they pushed it, due to which their car broke down as soon as they went a short distance and both of them got out of the car and hid in a place. While chasing them, the robot caught sight of a man and his daughter, and he immediately killed that man. Seeing this, Nadia fired a shot in the air to divert the robot's attention, but for some reason, the robot did not attack her even after seeing her, and he killed the girl too and went away from there. The next day, he returned to his place. They went towards the destination and after walking for a long time, they heard the voice of a man speaking in English. But after going closer, they came to know that the voice was coming from a recorder which the people there had kept to trap them. The locals took him to an empty clearing and then two bikers approached him at high speed. Seeing the robot coming after the bikers, he understood that they wanted to destroy the robot by making them scapegoats. As soon as the robot came near, everyone attacked it and one man threw a chain on it and made it fall. But suddenly some other robots also came there from behind, and together they killed most of the locals due to the fight going on around them. During this time, somehow both of them went to a place and hid themselves, after which they left from there chasing the people riding on the robot bike. After some time, they started walking back towards their destination, crossing a bridge. Stander's eyes focused on the light coming from below, and he immediately fired in that direction. But after looking carefully, he realized that the light was from the camera of a photographer named Stander. Stander had many pictures of the alien attack, and these Stander had been badly injured while taking photographs, and now he thought that he was not going to survive. And the two of them huddled in an empty building where the stand guard looked at the tattoo on his hand, which he immediately recognized. Then he tried to make a deal by showing them the photo of the radar station on his camera, in which he exchanged the camera. Because of his life, there was a constant threat of someone's death in front of his eyes, so he told the Standard to stop it, which angered the Standard and started making noise so that the robots could chase him. Now there was no more food near the river. That's why he, after pressing the throttle of the Standard, both of them again went towards their destination. But after some time, the battery of their camera ran out and they again stole a car. When he started walking a little further, suddenly strange noises started coming from his radio, and when he stopped the car, he looked at a robot nearby who had destroyed the entire planet, and then he heard a very big bang and immediately started running away from there with their car. But suddenly the sausage robots started chasing them. To save their lives, both of them went into the basement of an empty house. There was no other option but to move ahead, after walking for a long time. Finally, Bo reached the radar station, but before he could reach there, the radar station was completely destroyed. Then he noticed a fresh painting made on the wall, and to find the person who made that painting, he reached a city where he looked at some people who had weapons to defeat the robots. Then two robots came near him, scanned him and went back due to this small incident. Bo regained his senses, but due to brain overload, he fell down unconscious. After some time, when Bo opened his eyes, he saw that some people had picked him up and brought him to a safe underground room, where the doctor first treated his leg, treated the injury, and then Kara and Zuma, who brought her there, came to meet her. After listening to Bo's story, Zuma told that now Nadia was never going to come back, but Kara was not able to understand that after all that flying saucer had, why did they leave Bo? And to find answers to these questions, they reached out to an engineer named Roderick who had created an EMP machine that could defeat robots, and now he was working on a larger model of the same. His plan was to use this machine. It was supposed to run just below the flying saucer, so that all the robots along with the spaceship would be destroyed, but till now they had not been able to reach so close to the flying saucer, because it would surf only when a lot of people and robots had gathered at one place. Just then, Roderick got a message that there were too many robots were moving towards them. Zuma could not understand how the robots came to know about him. At the same time, after seeing Zuma's talk and Rodriguez's drawing, Bo remembered that during the fight, a robot had put a tracker inside him, and since then, the robots were tracking the other people with its help. On hearing this, Kara Boshi moved forward to destroy the mine, but Bo had a plan in mind. As soon as she came out, one of her men accidentally stepped on the mine, which caused a huge explosion, and then her eyes fell on the flying saucer and she came back chasing it. They entered the cave, but suddenly a robot opened fire on them, killing two more people. After walking a short distance, two smaller robots attacked them, in which Kara was also injured. Together they killed both the robots, but then some more robots came from behind. They decided to stop there and stop the robots, and as soon as everyone else left, Kara detonated grenades and killed the robots coming behind them. Finally, Bo along with the rest of the robots reached near the flying saucer. As soon as she got the chance, Bo fired an EMP. They attacked the robots, which gave the people standing there a chance to escape, but the robots also started firing at them, due to which the battery of Roderick's big EMP machine got damaged. Roderick tried his best to repair it, but to no avail. It was then that Bo remembered that because of the tracker, a special strength had developed in his body. After this, Bo caught the fallen robot with one hand and grabbed the EMP battery with the other hand. This caused a lot of pain to Bo. What happened was that all the robot's electricity went into the EMP machine, and there was a huge EMP explosion in which all the robots and their flying saucers were destroyed. After a while, all the people standing there realized that they had finally defeated these aliens.